What this paper does is it helps you to plan out how you're going to write your story. And you're going to start with the very first question, which was, about your character and what they want to do. Okay? So, with their goal, in the beginning of the scene, my character wants to, for my particular purposes, he wants to visit his dad. Okay. Now, to do the next part, which is my reader sees, feels, hears, this is where I have to figure out, okay, where's he at? So in this particular case, I'm going to actually have him be with his dad already. And they're like riding in a car. So my character sees, hears, feels, he's in a car. And he's watching the scenery go by, like trees and road, stuff like that, okay? And so my character instantly feels he's like at ease, he's happy, he's excited to do something cool with his dad. So he's excited and at ease. This is going to quickly change when we get to conflict. Okay, and then so my character reacts by, so to show that, to get, what does a person act like when they're excited? Okay, maybe he's drumming his fingers on the dashboard. Maybe he's like, talking really fast to his dad. Maybe he's, he can't sit still in his seat, or there's all kinds of different ways to show excitement. So you have to show that excitement. So my character reacts by, and this is like a physical reaction. So he's fidgeting. He's he's talking really fast. Stuff like that. Okay. And then finally, my character says or does. This is where he's like telling his dad, so what are we going to do? What do you have planned for us? So he asks his dad what they'll be doing. And then his dad, the conflict comes up. The thing that will stop my character is his dad tells him, we're going whitewater rafting. Okay? So dad tells him whitewater rafting. Okay, now in this particular case, what my character is seeing is, in his head, he's seeing a flashback. Okay, he's seeing a flashback of the time that he almost drowned, maybe in a river or something like that, fast-moving water of some sort. So he has a flashback, a memory of almost drowning in a river. So he instantly feels panic and nervousness, which is the same thing, so I'm not going to put that. So how my character reacts, he like gets really quiet. Heart is, hammering in his chest. Finally, my character says or does, Dad, can we do something else? Okay, now this is not the story. This is just a planning sheet. I'm going to turn each one of these into sentences. So each one of these little things is a sentence. And you keep going with until you have your entire story. So the disaster part would be, okay, so this part is like 1. This would be question number 2. The disaster is kind of question number, no, this is 2 and 3, and this would be question number 4. or the action, the result. No, that's 5. 4 is what action will you take? So that's with the disaster area thing. Okay, so we have to make this worse. So the thing that'll make this worse is Dad's already bought the tickets for the whitewater rafting thing, and he's going away. He's going to be deployed in war. So my character fails to meet the goal because Dad tells him, of course I'm going to show dialogue with this, tells him, I bought tickets and I'm going to Iraq. Sorry about the bell. Okay. So what my character reader sees, hears, feels, maybe his father's face. The seriousness there, what he instantly feels. He feels really bad. He feels, shock, and he's upset, and he realizes the character reacts by maybe he's like a little angry, can feel himself getting red and his face burning. Maybe his hands are shaking or something like that. You don't have to show everything that you're writing down. Just kind of brainstorm some stuff and then write down the stuff that makes sense. Finally, my character says or does, he agrees to go. He has to agree to go, because if he didn't, then there'd be no story. Okay. So after that, once he agrees to go, okay. All right, this is the rising action. Now this is where my character sees, hears, feels, etc. This is, in this particular part, I'm going to show him actually on the river. So it's actually going to be at the river now. So here it's in the car. Over here, I'm changing it to the river itself. Okay, so they get to where they're going. Okay, and he's really quiet. So I'll show my character hurting by he is he is getting into the raft. He's really quiet. He's trying to show that he's happy, but he's really not. And then my reader sees, hears, feels the rushing water, the rocks, the sky. He's kind of nervous, but but looks at his dad, and he's glad he's there. Okay, and so my character reacts by he settles in and tries to enjoy himself. Okay, and then finally my character says or does, he's like, Dad, this is a blast, or something like that. Now, this is where my character must choose between one or bad choice or another bad choice. His dad actually falls out of the, he must save his dad. So this is his, or let him drown. Okay, so my reader sees and hears and feels his dad falls out of the raft. Okay, Sam feels panic. He jumps into the river. And figures out a way to get to his dad. and this is the decision. So after careful thought, which it's not going to take that long because he's got to figure that out, he decides he's going, I'm not going to fill this out because I'm running out of time, but he figures out, once he jumps into the river, he's holding onto a rock, he figures out how he can swing his legs around and somehow grab his dad, who's kind of floating on the side, and how he gets his dad out. So that's what this last part will be. So that's what you're going to do with this orange page, is you're just going to fill out your story and different things about what they might see, hear, feel, and all of that, so that when you go to write, each one of these becomes a sentence. And then by the end, you have a story. And you have a story that has snapshots, thought shots, and dialogue. That's it.